everyone, it's Miss Bowen. Well, we sure have been enjoying quite a few nice days of weather. And if you're anything like me, you probably have been spending some time outdoors. So hopefully the good weather continues and you'll be having lots of fun outside playing. While you're outside playing, you'll probably come across very cool things in nature. I thought this week it'd be a good idea to show you how to take things in nature and create your own artwork. I'll be going over lots of ideas to give you some inspiration for when the time comes that you decide to keep some treasures you find in nature. This week, I also wanted to show you this artist here. His name is Andy Goldsworthy. He is considered a sculpture artist. He does not create artwork on paper or canvas. He uses nature to create his artwork. And what he does is he goes on adventures outdoors. He spots interesting objects. He's usually looking for different colors, different patterns, different shapes. He creates his artwork with objects he finds in nature right where he found them. So if he's walking through the forest, he'll make his artwork right in the forest. We call his artwork land art. There are some steps you want to take when you're planning nature art, because there might be one day or several days where you decide to get creative with nature. The first thing you want to do is keep your eyes open for anything that looks special to you. Maybe it's a beautiful flower, maybe it's a leaf with an interesting shape, maybe it's a nice smooth rock. If something grabs your attention, you'll want to keep it and hold on to it. Once you have a collection of objects from nature, then you want to decide what type of art supplies would you like to use with those objects. Maybe you want to paint things colorful. Maybe you're going to glue them to paper. Maybe you're going to color on them. So you have to take a look at your nature objects and see what art supplies would go best with them. Now I'm going to go through some different ideas that you could try on your own at home when you're collecting your interesting objects. The first idea is called leaf collages. As you play outside, you might gather lots of different types of leaves, different colors, different sizes, different shapes. You could then bring those leaves inside and glue or tape them in an arrangement to a piece of paper. And the way that you glue them or tape them could turn into special pictures. Like here, you see lots of different animals you can make just using the shapes of leaves. Maybe it's not an animal, maybe it's an insect, or maybe it's a flower, maybe it's a face of a person, or maybe it's a whole new creature that you make up. There are plenty of choices when it comes to leaves. You just have to take a closer look. Another idea is printmaking with nature. Printmaking is sort of like making a stamp. You use an object and you cover it with color, like paint or marker, and you press it color side down onto paper. You could make a stamp out of a leaf or flowers or even sticks or rocks that you find outside. You could dip them into paint to make your stamp. You could even turn nature into a paintbrush. Here you see different types of leaves and flowers, rubber band to a stick, and then it becomes a paintbrush that paints all kinds of textures. This is a closer look at how you could take a leaf and markers to create what we call prints. Prints are the copies or the stamps that you make. First, you would color the leaf with washable marker like Crayola marker. Then you press the leaf color side down onto a piece of paper. You want to make sure you press in multiple spots, kind of like you're rubbing your fingers into a circle so that you're pressing all over the leaf. Then you slowly lift the leaf off the paper and you reveal your beautiful colors. The colors will show the designs that you color and also the shape of your leaf and all the details of your leaf at the same time. A third idea is to just simply paint those nature objects you find. There's very bright and colorful patterns you could make on sticks or leaves. All it takes is a paintbrush and some paint. You could combine different objects together, like at the top you can see a stick where leaves are hanging from the stick. The stick is also colorful and each leaf has a different design. Or you could turn your objects into something new. As you see on the side, here there are leaves painted to look like animals. Another idea here is nature crowns. During your outside adventures, you might end up with a huge collection of nature treasures from your adventures. What you could do is take those objects and turn them into something you could wear. Use construction paper or a paper bag to make the base of your crown, the part that wraps around your head. Decide how you would like to attach special objects to that paper. Tape works good, so does glue. If you don't have big enough paper to wrap around your head, you could use a smaller paper and make some very fancy bracelets. Or you could even top off your outfit with a magic wand, where you wrap your treasures to the end of a stick. And the last thing I wanted to show you here is land art that you can make all on your own, just like the artist from earlier, Andy Goldsworthy. All it takes is having enough supply of interesting objects, and you take a look at the ground around you and decide how to arrange those objects into an interesting picture right there on the ground in front of you. It could be a combination of different things. It could be one object that's repeated lots and lots of times. The way you lay things down is up to you. It could look like shapes or lines, or it could be pictures with a lot more detail. I'm sure you're going to continue your outdoor adventures all summer long, so keep your eyes peeled for things that could be turned into beautiful, imaginative works of art. With a true artist mind, you'll see that the possibilities are endless. Enjoy, and as always, thanks for listening.